You are enough as you are. As you are, you are completely worthy. Do you feel this? Do you know that that's the absolute truth of your being? Or do you, like the rest of us, feel that at some level you're not good enough, or that there's something wrong, that you're a fraud, an imposter, that you're just not enough, at least in one area of your life? Now, there's layers upon layers to this issue of not good enoughness or not feeling worthy. And in terms of the limitations that we agree to when we incarnate on earth, this is a fundamental limitation. I'd say it was the fundamental one, the lack of self-worth. When we begin to heal this lack of self-worth, that can be very deep and very subtle, the others are then a lot easier to begin to heal. And as I say, there's several layers to it. There's all the psychological layering of life as we grow up in a less than perfect world. And when we begin to address this, we usually begin at the surface. There may be an issue you've struggled with for years, or something you've struggled with in the past week. Your confidence, your self-esteem might have been knocked in the past few days, and you've gone back to feeling this just low self-confidence, low self-worth, not enoughness. So when we begin to address this issue of not being enough or low self-confidence, just start at the top. Where do you not feel good enough in some way? We start here, we feel into it, and we begin to go deeper through the layers. And when we go deeper through all the psychological layers of our life, and usually our past lives, because there'll be past life conditioning, ancestral conditioning, all the baggage we've taken on from our ancestors, there's collective consciousness conditioning, which is tied into the inherent limiting program of low self-worth that we're born to. But eventually, when we get to the absolute depth, there's a fundamental belief that we're not good enough in the eyes of God, source, creator, whatever name you have for this. Or you're not good enough to evolve and grow, to ascend, to be deeply spiritual. And also, you're not good enough of being part of the innate, organic, natural, and infinite abundance that is existence beyond the lower consciousness realm of this planet. So don't go looking for this deep level, this deep, deep layer. You'll find it naturally as you go down through these layers. So the most potent way to heal this not enoughness, this low self-worth, is to just always start with where you are now. And know absolutely that the bottom line is you are good enough as you are. You are completely worthy. And I'm going to, in a few minutes, I'll take you through a little healing process, a little activation into that. And of course, on this is the beginning of my mini course series. Very, very short, small, very affordable courses on dealing with the inherent limitations that we're born with. And this course, like all the others, is comprised of a therapeutic video session where I will lead you through layers and layers and layers of not feeling worthy or feeling like a fraud. And then the meditation is a hypnotherapeutic journey that enables you to completely step into and embody the absolute fundamental truth that as you are enough. Now, know that anything you think, feel, or believe contrary to that is false, a deep distortion, and an inherently dark form of programming. You're worthy of having all that you desire as well. This is a spiritually ordered fact, your true nature, your natural beingness. And most of us also have a program that you could call absolute scarcity running, where we'll be fulfilled in one area of our life. Perhaps we enjoy very loving relationships, but our health isn't good, or our finances or career leaves a lot to be desired. But the truth of the matter is that in your higher beingness, and when you begin to embody that, you can have all that you desire or dream of. This is just natural. And this might be a little difficult for those of us who've grown up with seemingly endless issues around confidence and low self-worth, which I'm no stranger to. And we might know that we're enough and that we're worthy at an intellectual level, but there's this nagging feeling underneath that we just can't seem to get past. So it's a concept worth holding on to as you go through the journey of releasing the distortions, obscure the fact of your inherent worth. This concept is knowing that it's a distortion, it's a condition that's not true. That once you release these layers of unworthiness, you'll start to uncover your innate and natural worth. So let's do a little bit of work, just a couple of minutes now. So if you wish, close your eyes and bring your attention to your breathing. Just allow your consciousness, your awareness to follow your breath. As you follow your breath down through your chest and into your belly, bring a hand over your heart. Just gently place a hand on the center of your chest, the spiritual heart, not the physical heart, but over the center of your chest, and allow the gentle touch and the warmth of your hand to bring your awareness down into your heart field. And take 2 or 3 longer, slower breaths in and out of the heart. And as much as possible, just for a minute or two, resting in the eternal now and the presence of your heart space. And just repeat these words to yourself. As I am enough. Allow those words to be felt at the level of your heart. If they're just words in your head, they're as insubstantial as the ripples on a lake when you throw a small grain into it. So come down into your heart space. Imagine your breath going in and out here. And repeat again, I am enough as I am. And then just allow these words to sink in. Breathing into your heart. As you are enough. You are enough in all ways. This is the fundamental truth of your nature and your being. You are enough as you are. Thank you for allowing that in and being part of the healing on this planet.